Howdy folks, and welcome back once more to Let's Play Dread Delusion. Today, honestly, I don't know. I think we're gonna do some exploration. We've got some areas that we have yet to map. Looks like mostly stuff out to perhaps the east. So let us, I guess maybe some stuff to the south as well. But yeah, we have things. There's that castle. We were at it earlier, but I never actually went in. I think we're probably to the point now where we could go in if we really wanted to. So yeah. Let's see. Where's my compass? Okay, this is north, so this is east. Okay, yeah, we should now have hopefully enough stats that we'll actually be able to do some stuff in here. Fingers crossed. Maybe not, but it still, I suppose, can't really hurt to look. Right. Accidentally throwing myself off of terrain. There's also that over there, which I don't think we really investigated at all. This is gonna be work. Alright, I think... Is this the place that had lore stuff we couldn't get into? Oh, this is just locked. I'm pretty sure there was a door out here that had lore stuff. And, we couldn't really do anything with it, sadly. So let's poke around. I think this is just the bed, right? Yeah. Alright, so maybe it's one of the houses up a little higher. There's that person that didn't want to talk to us. That's nothing. Alright, maybe not, I guess. Maybe not. There's a house over here. Which is just tattered ruins. Alright, let's go into the castle. I don't recall, I was gonna say, I didn't recall if there's anything hidden down here. Hello. Lore is too low. Alright. If I recall correctly, this place is mostly lore. Hello.
Greetings, stranger. If I were you, I'd leave this accursed place. Leave it and not look back.
What's wrong with the castle?
Can you not sense it? Our castle has been stricken with a terrible curse. All creatures stalk the land while our duke writhes in agony. It all started when that damn Wiccan came to our aid. I'll tell you, the plague was better than this. It insists on lending a word of advice. Things are not what they seem. Those large paintings are mere illusion. You can walk right through them. You have some ginger seed and paradoxicus. You can brew a potion to see through the illusion.
Alright.
Paintings are not what they seem.
Yeah. We have smithing stuff here if I really want to, which I don't. And we have brewing right there, and then yeah, you can walk right through these. Trying to remember if there's anything else. No. Lore is still too low. Truth potion. Woo. There's, if I recall correctly, this one? Yeah, there's a lot of secrets in here. Hello, this is the Wiccan. Tired eyes peer from a weathered face. The man wears the garb of a Wiccan priest, old and tatty. What's this? An intruder? How did you get into the keep? Well, there wasn't anyone to stop me. The Royal Guard? Ah, deserters all. And I suppose the ruination of this place is complete. I tried to wreath this place in illusion magic to conceal the decay, but there was only so much a simple charm can do. The castle rots, its bones laid bare. Yeah, what's wrong? The man lets out a long, haggard sigh. A dread bargain. It was supposed to save these people, not to, he gulps, not to doom them. Some years ago, this castle was beset with a terrible plague. Even the Duke's son was afflicted. The apostatic union wouldn't help, so the people turned to a local god. But Fageth demanded a tribute. So my coven sent me to facilitate a contract. Fageth's spell would be sustained by a sacrifice. A sacrifice not of life, but of pain. The Duke obliged. Even now a poison engulfs him in perpetual agony, so that the plague may be kept at bay, but his life force weakens. The god's spell finds new ways to take due payment, and the isle grows ever more cursed. I've deliberated for many months on what to do. My conscience is heavy with the weight of it, but for things to change, something awful must occur. Alright, how can we resolve it? Resolution? It is a comforting thought, I admit. Behind that painting lies a secret door towards a sacrificial poison, the same one that flows through the Duke's veins. The dosage is exact. An overdose would be lethal. If the Duke were to drink more, he would die. Voiding the contract, the madness would end, but the plague would return. There is an alternative. If a second sacrificial victim could be found, the god would be satiated. Equilibrium could be established once more, though Fageth's taint would never fully vanish. But I grow weary of this business. I do not have the heart to inflict more pain. I mean, I could administer the poison on your behalf. Ha ha ha! A kind offer, but this burden is mine alone. I could not in good conscience let you do this. Is there anything else? No. So can I just, like, go in there? No, no, no. I can't go through that. There's just like right there. You can see it. Kadesh Rakill, Volume 1. By John Fleming. Flegming? Interesting. Alright. Oh, hello. Anyways. See, here's the king. He's all fucked. See, a glorious treasure. And an iron ore. What's up, buddy? Pained groans emanate from the helmet. The man writhes, clearly in agony. He does not seem to notice your presence. Greetings. He inhales sharply, his head slowly turning towards your own. I am the Duke of Hollowshire. State your business. Can I help? Only that bastard Wiccan may help me now. How can I help? What's wrong? For a moment, the Duke simply releases a pained moan. I am offering sacrifice of my own pain so that my dukedom and son may live. Alright. And this is his kid. Greetings. I don't often get many visitors up here. I'm Thomas Harwick, son of Duke of Hollowshire. Pleased to make your acquaintance. There's something very wrong here. Indeed, we are trapped in a spell, a contract with the god Fageth, negotiated by the Wiccan in this castle. So long as my father bears a burden of sacrificial pain, the castle and surrounding village will be free from the plague, except the spell has changed over time. As my father weakens, his subjects develop increasingly bizarre habits and deformities, not dissimilar to those monsters that roam the ruins to the west. I'm fearful of the future. If I could lend my aid in some way, I would do so gladly, even if it would mean bearing the pain that my father endures. Is there anything else? Alright. So he's willing to suffer. Maybe we can go back and talk to the Wiccan. I don't know if I'm going to need charm or lore for this. Hey. I tried to read this place. Yep. There must be a way to resolve it. No. Okay. No, I didn't mean to do that. Let me out. Okay, so we need lore. We need to come back here with more lore. Or perhaps charm, which is just not my way. That's kind of what I figured. Paper-thin textures and invisible walls. Sadness. like I wasn't intended to get up here, and yet it's just right there. Let's see. Okay, well, they said that there was an island to the west. Which would be... whatever that is, I guess, maybe. Or perhaps that. Maybe. Get there. Actually, I think that... I think that's the manor, if I recall correctly. We do want to go there. We probably should also go over there. Well, that's something up there. Distractions in my open world video game, they're more likely than you think. Let's see. Let's not do that. I was just gonna hurl myself up the ledge. I might still hurl. I'm gonna hurl myself up the ledge. Is there something down here? Yes, there is. Okay, I thought so. All right, so we have a statue, which means that there's a goodie. Which, if I recall correctly, there's a hole in the wall over here somewhere. Right here, yeah. I remembered this. A remarkable treasure, a delusion, and a door. The shutters won't budge. It must be activated elsewhere. All right. I don't recall that being down here. Okay. Okay, we're to the point where we can one-shot things. That feels pretty nice. Right, can we? Alright, there's the elevator. What's this, though? I don't know if we've been here. This feels new. Sorry, Moth. Gotta get past you here. No, I think we've been here before. We're now friendly to the Apostatic Union. Nice. I'm pretty sure I've cleared this place. Yeah. Sadness. That's okay. So yeah, let's see if we can get up there. Like I said, I think this is the manor. I'm pretty sure it is. Pretty sure. This is a... I don't want to say a big deal, but this is a thing. Yes, this is the manor. Awesome. So there should be, yes, a merchant in here. The old man sits whittling a block of wood, his eyes buried beneath bushy eyebrows and a thick mustache, and you wonder if he can even see his knife. Ah, looks like we got ourselves a trespasser, huh? Tell me, stranger, what's your business creeping around islands that are of no concern to you? I like to explore. His knife stops. And what gives you that right, huh? Some places are private, forbidden. You give what you get, my old pa used to say. Sooner or later, that freewheeling attitude's gonna get you in trouble, mark my words. He carefully places his wood, then his knife on the table. Ah, but who am I kidding? This place is a wreck. Some time ago, I'd have kicked you clean off this island, but these days I ain't got the gold. So don't go snooping inside the manor, you hear? Even the union are trying to sell it, this manor's got an owner, and someday she's gonna return. Alright. So we can buy this place in town, if I recall correctly. I don't remember how much it costs, but there's a pretty extensive upgrade system to it. It kind of serves as like a home base of sorts. And as with everything in this game, it's got It's got mysteries, and there's things in it that you're like, hey, I wonder what that is. But you can never really quite get in as far as you'd like until you can. I want to say when I played this, I don't believe I fully upgraded this place, but yeah, there's like a mine and stuff you can get into here. Cavern Annex is in disrepair. You need the garden upgrade. And I think that gives you access to like maybe some respawning ore? See, and I seem to recall there's like a graveyard or something up here. Yeah, see? And for this we need the library upgrade. There's of course goodies in there. The door. Stairs. There's just mystery. It's just mystery. Mystery after mystery after mystery is this game in a nutshell, and it's wonderful. Alright, let's, in that case... I don't remember. I know some of these, I was gonna say, I know some of these trees, like, they look like they don't have this gap on them, but they do, and it's just hidden. Oh, no, we have a godling. Let's go back to town and see what it's going to require to acquire a mansion. It could be fun, who knows? I just know that it's in there. I'm actually looking on coin. 166. I think it might be like 200. I remember it not being inexpensive, and I want to say that it's you? The clerk's desk is buried under ink pots and parchment. His arms move wildly, grabbing papers and scribbling with his quill. Occasionally, he mutters obscenities, throws a document to the floor, and stamps on it. He notices you approaching. No, 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 never, absolutely not. Yes, absolutely, undoubtedly, unequivocally, yes. No, I say, the neuron stars will all fizzle to dust before I do anything of the sort. 1,000,000 times yes, you hear. Curse upon your house, may it sprout legs and run away, be gone! Wait, what are you talking about? I know your type, you have that look about you, a look that says you're a legal nightmare. Maybe your house has drifted into a different principality. Your name contains letters that don't exist. Or your doppelganger claims ownership of your cattle. Whatever it is, I don't care. So unless you've come to purchase that dilapidated old manor for an outrageous sum of money, please sod off. I want to buy the manor. His eyes widen and his quill snaps, spluttering ink across his desk. Yes, I believe I was saying we have a luxurious manor for sale at an entirely reasonable fee. It's yours for a mere 200 coin, a steal. I'll give you half. No, okay. So 200. We need a charm of 90 for that. Good joke. Oh, that's a texturing issue right there. Sadness. Alright, well, let's swing into the Thieves Guild and sell off some of the treasure. We might actually be able to afford this thing. Dude, I think this is the Thieves Guild. No, it's not. It's close, though. Well, what have we here that I haven't broken into and robbed? Ooh, well now. How do we get in there? Oh, sorry. Okay, another glimmer of delusion. I actually wasn't expecting the door to be breakable. I think that's probably the first breakable door we've found. So there's the Thieves Guild. What do we have over here? Ah, yes, a bed. Surely that's safe. All right. Yeah, we have godlets for you. I have some to sell. Take all of them. 8 coins. Wow. Looking for the lost purse. Let's see what you're selling. And I want to sell you. Oh, yes. And we can sell the beer. All right, so now we've got enough to buy thing. And yeah, this will let us... This'll, like, the outlaw furnishings will be for our manor. There's also this room, which I don't think I ever figured out how to get friendly enough with the Thieves Guild to actually get into this room, but you can see, like, there's goodies in there. Alright, there's a shortcut. Such as it is, I suppose it's not really much of one. But okay. Alright, let's go by the manor. Okay, I want to buy the manor. Here it is. Splendid, splendid. Let me just take that from you. My, this purse has some heft to it, eh? Now that you're in possession of such an esteemed property, you may want to consider refurbishments. On the property grounds, you'll find a property station. You can use it to upgrade and decorate. There's also a caretaker who lives on the grounds. We do not pay him. In fact, we've asked him to leave numerous times. Perhaps you will have more luck. Alright. Okay, now we're good. And maybe we can talk to people here, and they will give us a Pastatic Union-related quests that I'm wholly and utterly uninterested in. That's just the lighthouse. But for the time being, I want to get back to the property and see if we can do anything with it. Maybe get into the housing. Who knows? Come on now. Do I want to sleep? I think we're going to spend the night at the inn. I don't think we've actually done so yet. Welcome to the Wobbly Noggin. If you're in need of a rest, we've beds and ale aplenty. Actually, I'd like to rent a room. Skull Suite's vacant. It's yours for 2 coins. Alright. It's just up the stairs. Look for the wall of bone. You can't miss it. We're going downstairs, not up. We're finding things in the basement. It's probably just a beer, if I had to guess. Yeah. Something has changed. Is this a level? Yes, yes it is. Wonderful. Let's see. Wisdom. Lore 25. And a modest treasure. Alright, and a bed. A little bolt hole down there, I suppose. Okay, let's go up. The skull room. Ooh. No secrets. Not a 1. Alright, let's have a little nappy nap. Get our stamina back. And let's go upstairs and see if there's anything worth stealing, assuming that I haven't already done so, which I very well... Oh yeah, we totally did. Yeah. I remember looking down through the ceiling and being like, ah yes, this is where he spies on people. Okay, so let's save again. See, we're only at 23 minutes, so we can play a little bit more here. Let's see, I want to say... This is the west, correct? Is that this way? Be north, please. It's east, so this is west. Alright. One day I'll eventually just be able to intuit things, but for now I'm stupid. And we gotta hoof it. Except I don't think I wanted to go west, was it? I think we wanted to actually go east. Get out of the water. Get out of the water. Out of the water. Out of the water. There we go. We do want to go east, don't we? Yes, we want to go east, not west. I'm stupid. Very, very, very stupid. Let's see, did we... I was gonna say, did we get into this? I don't think we did. We should be able to now. Red key unlocks the dilapidated manor at the foot of the Great Castle in Hollowshire. There's the well, I mean, now we've got to go over here. It is nice that they actually just tell you what keys do instead of being like, ah, yes, this is an old key of wrought iron and it smells of poo gas. And you're like, I wonder what that's for. And then, like, the whole line about poo gas is them hinting that you're supposed to use it in the sewers. I don't know. Just tell me where I need to take it. I'm not that interested in having to puzzle out every little thing in a video game. Oh, hey. Alright. I'm curious, so this is probably just gonna give us like a delusion or something, if I had to guess. We'll also be back here and I can try and see if we can activate any of the corpses. Okay, the manor house. That's not this one. I think it's this one. This wasn't there. This locked door, yeah. Okay. Big chest. An apostatic union passport. Well, shit, okay. That's access to another area when we're ready to go, and that saved me like 100 coins. Probably more than that. That's exciting. Okay, is 25 enough? No. All right, talk. I do love how mobile the player is in this game. Like most games taking inspiration from Kingsfield kind of tend to lean towards the more slow, deliberate movement styles, whereas this one is much quicker. It's not, you know, Quake or anything, but it's nice being able to just kind of zip around. It's nice that, you know, once your agility is, you know, at 50, you can just run indefinitely. You don't have to worry about your stamina. It's just, I don't know, kind of a nice little feature set to have when it comes to navigating a big world like this. Because, like, imagine all this back and forth if we just had to do it at, like, slow walk speed. That wouldn't be very fun, I don't think. Alright, we explored that. What's up, little buddy? I'm just here to take all your stuff. Indeed. Goblin noises dot wave. Oh, there's a structure over there, too. We're gonna have to do some poking around. I wish I could leave map notes. Can I leave map notes? No. Even if just to leave myself reminders of where I have been. Like, that's one thing playing something like Project Zomboid is, you know, I will mark off places that I've looted and stuff like that. Same with, like, 7 Days to Die. Alright, we're the owner now. He's still whittling. He slams his instruments down on the table. So you're the bugger who bought this land, eh? Been waiting for you. You made a mistake, you hear? This manor has an owner. I may just be a caretaker, but the Thornwood family still owns this land, and they'll be back. It's clearly abandoned. It ain't. I'm the caretaker, and I'm tending the grounds till the lady returns. He slumps back in his chair. But I see there's no point in reasoning with you. You're here to stay, and that's that. So let me give you some advice for your own good. Ezra Thornwood built this place some 400 years ago, but she had dangerous secrets. There are places on these grounds locked up tight like the basement. Never unlock them. Never enter them. Promise me this, and we might just get along. Wait, what dark secret? Nay, I've sworn a vow of silence to the Thornwood family. My lips are sealed. Now be gone with you. Enjoy your new purchase. I'll even stick around and tend the grounds so long as you heed my warning. Alright. Alright. And so here are all of the upgrades that we can do. You can see we're short on coin for all of them. We do not have any themes to change to, but you know, we can build things. We have enough to do most of it. The first thing that we're gonna want to do is the main house. We're gonna need coins and ore, and I don't think that we're gonna really get access to too much more here. Having just bought it, we might be able to go inside, but I don't think so. Oh no, we can. We have a save point, and you can see all the passages and stuff are blocked out. There's not really going to be much of anything for us to do here at the current time. That will change as we unlock and upgrade. And there are things here. We will discover secrets. There's all kinds of cool things. And I don't think, yeah, we can't even get in there. All right. And yeah, we will eventually have an airship dock here for when that comes to pass. But for now, it's just kind of interim save point for us to use little ways out into the world. I do think, though, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and call it an episode here. So as per usual, folks, thank you for watching. I hope you had a good time, and I will see you all next time where an adventure continues. Until then. Hey, you made it to the end. Nice. You had a good time? Check out one of these other series, see if you like them. Drop a like, comment, or subscribe if you'd like to support the channel, feed the machine and all that. As always, thanks for watching.